Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I am doing part 3 of 2021 House Plant Tour. As you can see, I'm sure you can already see, I'm in my kitchen. So I thought I'll give you a tour of my kitchen and show you what I have growing in here. But before I do that, I firstly want to say thank you so much for your love, your support. All that means a lot to me. Your subscriptions, your comments. I really want to say I appreciate you, and you all mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate you. And my kids are home. I've just picked up Jonathan from school, so if you hear the noise in the background, please excuse all that. I'm sure those with kids understand. I'm just gonna quickly flip my camera and show you what I've got growing in my kitchen. So let's do that. And yes, by the way, I am rocking my natural hair. I love it. I love my hair. I can do all sorts of things with it, which are fun and exciting, weaves and braids and all that. But at the end of the day, I love my hair. Are you like me? Anyway, yeah, enough of that. Let's turn this camera around and show you what I've got growing in here. At this corner of the kitchen, I love this area for the mere fact that it's got a window and it's where I cook. This is where my stove is, it's where I cook. So this corner, humidity wise, or kitchen in general, humidity is awesome. It's got, it's got good humidity, it's warm, and all that. So I usually do my most 90% of my propagations, I start them off here. This is where I do 90% of my propagations. So if you remember when I did the tour, my first tour with our family corner play area music room, I had this fan that side, but it was not doing well. It was not doing well. As you can see, it actually had to cut out most of the dried leaves. It was really not doing well, and I think humidity wise it was struggling. And it's a fan. It's Pelaya, I don't know if I'm saying it well, rotundifolia. It's a fan. So it was not doing great, so I decided to move it to my kitchen and see how it will do. I recently did that. I moved it on this Sunday. So no, on Saturday. So it doesn't even have a week in the kitchen. So I want to see how it will do, of which I believe it will actually do well. In general, I keep most of my fans in my bathroom. So I might end up moving it to my bathroom, but I want to first try the kitchen and see how it's doing. So yeah, you've seen this one on the first tour. And but other than that, what has always been here and it's loving the spot, and I'm not planning on moving it, is my crouton. This is my baby. This is my first crouton. I've rescued this plant from root rot. I've almost lost it twice. Yeah, I almost lost it twice. The first time around, actually it was not even root rot, it was just declining. When I first brought it home, it did well for a while, but then it started struggling and losing leaves after leaves. And then I took it out of its soil and I put it in water, and then cut everything, and then it developed new roots, and it gave me, as it started growing beautifully. And I thought, well, we are over what it was going through, whatever it was. I don't know, but I think it struggled to acclimatize to my home, basically, the first time I brought it home. And then I planted it, and it didn't do well. It didn't take well to the soil. Then it started losing leaves again. It did the same thing, and I decided to take it out of the soil again. And then I put it back in water. Then it developed new roots, and then I thought, okay, I'm gonna try again. But this time I used a different kind of soil. I used a peat-based soil, cocoa peat. I used a peat-based soil, and then yeah, it took off very well. All this is new. All these leaves are new, obviously, except for one, two, three. Those are old, but most of them, about four of them or five of them, are new growth. So yeah, so it looks like we are over whatever it is we were going through. I think it has climatized after so many years. I think it was quite a long time. Yeah, but I think we are okay now. We are okay now. And it's very sentimental to me because I went through a lot with it, and I did everything I could to save it, and I was able to save it, and that for me is a blessing. So yeah, and it's doing exceptionally well. It's continuing to give me new growth, and I'm not planning on moving it where it is because it's loving this spot right where it is. It's loving it. And still at this corner, I'm just gonna bring my camera close. um, right here my battery is low. I'm just gonna sort out my battery quickly and I'll come back. Alrighty, I've just plugged in. Sorted out my battery, otherwise it was gonna just cut off. Yeah, while we're at this corner, I'm just gonna show you what's happening here. So this is my Calathea marantha, and I've got this cutting from Charlotte. You know, I've struggled a bit with it. You know, I'll get new growth, and then the old leaves will just die off. Every time I get a new leaf, the old leaf dies off. Like now, all the old leaves are gone. These two leaves are new. They're new leaves. And as you can see, this one already looks like it's on its way out. Well, I hope not. So I struggled a bit with it, and I decided to take it out of its pot and put it in here to create more humidity for it and see if I can save it. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but so far so good, I think. So far so good, I think. So yeah, I must say I'm not very good with Calatheas. I find them very finicky. At the moment. Apart from this one, which was a cutting I got from a friend, I've got another one I bought for myself. I've bought a few Calatheas for myself, and so far the first one I bought did so well, and it died. Eventually just died on me. And then I bought two. One I overwatered. I overwatered it, and then it just collapsed. And then I'm left with one, and it's doing exceptionally well. So I'm hoping that I'll keep it alive for a long time. So we'll see how it goes. That one is in my bathroom. So yeah, while we are at this corner, I've got this propagating. Look at those roots. It's doing very well. And this is my Hoya Canosa, and cuttings is doing very well. They are doing very well. I'm not ready to transplant them into soil. I love them in water, so yeah, not in a hurry. And with this propagation station, I've got my umbrella tree propagating in here. It's also doing very well. If I wanted to, I could transplant it into soil, but like I say, I'm not in a hurry. I enjoy looking at the roots, and yeah, you know. So that's what I've got at that corner. And now here, I'm gonna bring the camera closer, because I don't want to take it off from the wall, but I can, but I don't want to. So as you can see, I hope you can see, you know. Anyway, it's very difficult because I've got my camera plugged in onto the charger. But anyway, here I've got my my Brazil cuttings in here. All of this is philodendron Brazil cuttings in there, you know. And then here is different things, completely different. It's not the same. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know what plant is this, but I got it from my pastor's wife. She's growing this at her front door, and it's beautiful. It's lovely. And I asked for a cutting, and she said yes, I could have some, Pastor Kathy. And yeah, so here's mine. It has developed roots so well. So soon I'll be transplanting this into soil. Hopefully it will take off like I've seen hers doing, and hopefully it will do well like I've seen hers doing. Yeah, I don't know the name. If you know the name, please share on the comments down below. I don't know the name of this plant. I just saw it and I fell in love with it. I'm not gonna try and put this back now. Okay, and then this one, this is my wax ivy. I struggled a bit with it also in soil. It had root rot at some point, and I decided to clean it out and take it all out of the soil and put it in water, and look at those roots. So yeah, I'm not ready to put it in soil yet. I'm enjoying it just the way it is in water. So yeah, and this is my Hoya. That's a variegated one. It's also doing well in water. And this is still wax ivy. And this one is a succulent. I have no idea what kind of a succulent is this, but look at those roots. It's doing very well. Soon I'll transplant it in soil, like I say. I'm never really in a hurry to put my propagations in soil. I enjoy them in water, but soon the succulent one, I'd like to put it in a pot. So yeah, that's what I've got going on here. Now these are I propagated them in soil, directly in soil. This is also a succulent. It's actually dry. I need to give it water. It's sitting in this lovely this is for sauce. Well, I was not using it and I decided to plant in it. And then I've got my Scindapsus. It's also doing very well. Look at that trailing. It's also doing very well. And I've got my heart-shaped leaf. It's also a propagation. It's also took well. It's actually rooted. They are all rooted. They're doing very well. And this is my Amigo Marcelo Peperomia. It's doing very well also. Here's another one. It's also doing very well. And this is my variegated Hoya. It's doing very well. Look at those roots. And my other Scindapsus is also doing very well. Absolutely well. I mean, how beautiful is that in a teapot? Okay, just want to put them back. And this is my pothos. It's also doing well. I need to water these. They're dry. I can feel when I pick up the pot that they need to be watered. So yeah, this is what I've got going on at this window. I'm just gonna put back my stuff nicely. So yeah, I love windowsills. I always feel every windowsill must have a plant or two. I don't know if you're like me, you know. Yeah, for me, they're a blessing to have windowsills. So I'm just gonna move you from this corner to another corner of my kitchen. Alrighty, so up there I've got my heart-shaped leaf. It's also doing very well. I love this plant. And this is what I'm propagating. I've cut it from these plants, so I'm propagating that. Look at those roots. It's doing very well. So and down here I've got another heart-shaped leaf. It's also doing very well. Also doing well. And here it's my, I need to water this. This is my Diefenbachia. It's dry. I need to water it. Yeah, It's a propagation. And this is my spider plant. You know, I need to move it away from here because the shelf is sitting on it's very, you know. But anyway, it's doing well. And right here I've got my elephant ear. It's doing very well. I need to cut off these. This needs to be chopped off, these 2 leaves. But otherwise it's doing very well. That's what I've got here. And this side of the kitchen, I've got my Sansevieria. Is doing very well. I mean, it's loving this area. I mean, it gets afternoon sun here, so that's why the lighting is so. It gets afternoon sun here, and this is my jade. It's doing very well, and here's my jade cuttings. These were leaves from my big mama jade, and I just put them in here and see how they took off. And here's another Dracena. Yeah, that's what's happening here. And right here I've got my Pelia, you know, and this is my umbrella plant cuttings, more cuttings. And then at this window and more succulents. So that's all I've got for us for today. I don't have much happening, to be honest, plants wise in my kitchen. I still want to put a whole lot of plants in here. I feel like I don't have as much as I would like to have. So there's still, I still want to put more plants in here, to be very honest. So, but that's what I've got in my kitchen at the moment. Please, I'm looking forward to your comments. Let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it from me for today. It's been fun. Have yourself a beautiful day. Until next time. Bye.